One very important, meaningful encounter that Odysseus has in his Odyssey is the encounter with the Cyclops. In this encounter, the Cyclops is a monster, he's wild, he's rough, he's aggressive, and he's about to kill him and all his companions. But what Odysseus does is to lure him with a bit of wine. And when the Cyclops is sleeping because he was drinking too much, then they hurt his eye, and thanks to this they attacked him in the eye, and thanks to this they managed to escape. The Cyclops represent the most rigid, dogmatic and fixed part of our ego. This is the meaning of one only eye. It's like I see things in one way. In this part of our personality, this part of our mind, we have a very fixed view, very judgmental. Whatever that is not matching with this view, we immediately react, we immediately judge, immediately reject. This is the most fixed, aggressive part of our ego. And what he does is to lure him. What is the meaning of lure him? He includes this monster because he's talking to him, he engages with him, he offers him wine. What is the meaning of this? The meaning of this is that we need to remember, this is very, very important, that in our spiritual path, this monster, this very rigid, judgmental, angry monster that we have inside, that is in the root of our ego, that is not us, but this is just a very crystallized vision about ourselves, or vision about the world, or how the world should be, or how we should be, how our body should be, how our life should be. This very crystallized, aggressive aspect of our mind has to be part of the path. What means it has to be part of the path? The path has to provoke it. The path, the spiritual path in which we are, the spiritual path that you are walking, whatever it is, if it is the right path, sooner or later, once in a while, it will provoke this monster. This monster will go out. What happens is that when this monster that we have inside goes out, it's so intense, so unpleasant, and we feel so bad because we identified with this monster. We think that we are the monster. That most of the people in this moment, when their Cyclops goes out, they quit. They think something is wrong, this is not okay, something is going really wrong. Yesterday here, for instance, in the mountain in Olympus, 2 days before, we were walking in a very ugly storm, and some of the participants, they were having reactions because of this, which is normal and which is part of the path. But they, thanks God, all of us, we understood this is part of the process. We continue, we move, we went through this stage, and after we healed, we felt better, and now we continue our path. So this understanding has to be crystallized in you if you want not to lose your path. Once in a while, this monster will go out, and we need to deal with it. And it is not a sign that something is wrong. Actually, it is a sign that you are in the right path. Because the right path, we need to provoke this monster to go out, to be seen, to be recognized, to, when you see it and you recognize it and you detach from it and you realize you are not this anymore, you create space, you create detachment, and like this is the only way you get free from this part of this very aggressive part of the ego that is torturing us and that is destroying our vitality, destroying our relationships. This is a very negative part of our mind. We all have it because we receive it as part of the karma of the world, and like this we can heal it. So if when you meet If you are in your path and you meet your Cyclops, endure it, breathe, remember you are not the monster. And if you are in a path that looks all the time nice, all the time soft, all the time super beautiful externally, but actually these monsters are not appearing, you need to consider that maybe you are avoiding them. And this path actually is not taking you to confront the truth and the obstacles that you have inside. So you may consider coming to the mountain, going through the storm, and meet your demons. You won't be alone, we will be with you. We continue with the Odyssey. Guys, we have finished our retreat, almost finished, it's the last day. Now we are in Summit Zero. This is the resting place on the beach. Special place for climbers. Many climbers come here to do the Olympus Mountains summit. And we have arrived to the end of our Odyssey too. It's been amazing adventure. And we have arrived to the end of the story of the Odyssey too. And I wanted to share with you one more chapter about another very powerful aspect of this story, which is, I cannot tell you everything because we were sharing during the retreat many aspects. I cannot share all of them in this video. But overall, the Odyssey is the story of Odysseus with his companions. But in the end, he loses all his companions. So what is the meaning of this? What is the meaning that his army, his friends, his companions are lost fully? And in the end of the adventure, he remains alone. All the companions of Odysseus represent all the aspects of our mind that they are not developed, that they are personalities. They represent the attachments with this world. They represent the attachments with different personalities, the personality of the victim, the personality of the weak person, an arrogant personality, or a personality who feels self-pity, or the personality who thinks he knows everything. So all these personalities that they are created when we are young as a way of protect ourselves and guide ourselves in this world. In the same time, they are spiritual limitation for our expansion. So for us to free ourselves, freedom, to act freely, to know ourselves freely, we need to detach from this personality, let them go. We need to realize that we are not those personalities. The Odyssey is the journey that provides Odysseus the experiences that he needs to detach. And the death, which looks in a dramatic way in the story, the death of all his companions represent the death of all these personalities, the detachment from these personalities. So in which Odysseus represents the most advanced part of our mind, the part of our mind that wants to transcend, to go farther, to expand, is detaching from all of them. And in the end, Odysseus remains alone. This is the symbol. It doesn't mean that we need to be alone in the spiritual path, in the sense that to be physically alone, but we need to detach from all the aspects of our identities. They are actually fixing our perception in one limited way to see ourselves or to see the world. And for this, we need an adventure, and we need death. And we need rebirth, because after every experience, Odysseus awakes to a new truth. And in the journey, he awakes to a deeper trust in the gods, deeper trust in the gods, until he fully gives his life into the ocean, into the sea, which represents fully surrendering to Poseidon. This is how the story finished. Or it's part of the end, it's not exactly in the end, but the last jump of Odysseus in the ocean represents I'm alone, and I realize I am, if I try to be separated from the gods, I can do nothing, and I realize I need to surrender it fully to the gods. Being alone in a piece of wood in the ocean, this represents the moment of surrendering of Odysseus. It is very important to understand this. Of course, now you may think from the mind, okay, if the final destination is to fully surrender, why not to fully surrender now, here and now, and that's all? Okay, I surrender to you, Spirit, guide me. Yeah, we can do this at the point, but the truth is that we still have companions. We still have personalities, desires, attachments. One wants to go to the right, another wants to go to the left, create conflicts, create fight. So what we need is a journey, an odyssey. An odyssey that includes all these aspects. You see that all the aspects, all the personalities were included in the journey. And all of them take part, and some of them create problems. They open a bottle and the winds come and they take the boat very far. Other personalities are helping. When Odysseus asks, tie me to the boat so I won't follow the songs of the sirens, they are helping. So all those personalities, they are part of the journey. We need to include them. And then we need a journey, an adventure, an odyssey. We will take us through a lot of adventures in life. We will have relationships, we will have projects, we will fail, we will have success, we will have victories, we will get lost. This is our own odyssey. And in the end, God willing, we will arrive to the very beautiful place with Calypso, which is the place where we arrive to conquer this world and conquer ourselves. And the last step will be to jump in the ocean and give ourselves fully to God. This will be in the future. So what to do now is to understand this story first, this very beautiful story, and to enjoy it. Second, to try to wonder where are we in this journey. Are we starting? Maybe we just finished in Ithaca and we just realized that actually life, I cannot achieve happiness through external manifestation only. Then we are starting to walk in the spiritual path. Oh, maybe then we are in the beginning. Or maybe we have this existential awakening some years ago, and already we are in a path in which we have a project and we have something new is happening in our life. We are working in a new direction. So it means we are already in our Odyssey. So we need to understand where we are. And we need to remember this is a big journey. In this retreat in Olympus, we had a very big experience while we were studying all these teachings. We were going up and down the mountain, fighting our weakness, fighting our doubts, our fears, the tiredness, the wind, the cold, everything. So it was amazing because in the same way we were understanding this knowledge, we were integrating an equivalent experience, and it was magical. Now everyone is in the beach, is having fun, swimming, relaxing, and myself, I'm here relaxing in this beautiful garden. Like this, we arrived to the end of this Olympus retreat, who brought a lot of clarity, realizations. The mountain gifted us with realization and power and momentum, and now we are going to use it, because this is a training. This is not only a retreat in which we disconnect for a while and we have fun. This is a training. And now we have more power and more clarity, and we are ready to come back to our life and to take action, to go for the next step, to go to the next island, to see what new adventure Poseidon is bringing. If you feel that you want this Odyssey in your life, that this is what your soul is calling, a real adventure journey, that in the same time is a journey externally, and in the same time is an internal journey of detachment, death, and rebirth, come to our retreats, because this is what we are doing all the time. Through these experiences, we are learning how to live our life. So we enter in this adventure. If we don't have it in our life, we enter it, because in this life what they teach us is to survive and do. Life is maintenance, okay, practicalities. Our soul wants this adventure, so we can help you through these retreats to open a gate and to enter, to bring this adventure to your life. And later, of course, we need to know how to navigate it. because we don't do it alone. We do it with the gods, with the spirits. It's life with the universe is guiding us. So we need to understand how this unfolds so we don't get stuck, we don't get lost. I will wait you in the next retreat. We will have this adventure together. Bye bye.